So, Animal Crossing. Starting all the way back in 2001, the series has grown to be one of the most beloved series with its relaxing gameplay, cute characters, and comedy gold. There's a lot to love with Animal Crossing, and Animal Crossing New Horizons in particular. The game is really charming, and it has this really cozy vibe while you're playing. It feels like laying under a blanket, drinking hot cocoa in your cabin in the woods while the winter wind howls outside. New Horizons also made a lot of improvements involving your freedom of decorating, because now you have an entire island to decorate. Yeah, no, maybe you shouldn't have this much freedom. Why are you just looking at me? Okay, I'm sorry. You can have all the freedom you want. Stop staring at me! Anyway. In New Horizons, you can talk to every single villager of your island, and they all have their own personality, likes, and interests. This gorilla likes to exercise, this monkey likes to read, and this hamster kills children. But even with all these different villagers and their personalities, there's still a disconnect when it comes to the friendship mechanic. I learned a while back that if you interact with a villager enough, they become your friend, and when I found this out, I was really excited. I get to be friends with furries? Finally! But then it turns out that being friends with furries is a fucking nightmare. I became friends with Nana, a female monkey who reads. And once we became friends, she would either invite me to her place where we did nothing, or she would barge into my house without warning, do nothing, and I can't do anything while she's there. When a villager barges into your house, you can't move, place, or remove your furniture, which is annoying when I'm trying to make my very normal room look nice. The problem with this friend feature in New Horizons is that it feels more like a burden than an actual fun mechanic, but it could be so much better if when the villager visited you, you could actually talk and build a relationship with them. Which brings us to my idea. Instead of Nana just walking around my house and commenting on my furniture, I could actually talk to her with dialogue options, and with the right options, I could grow closer with her, and eventually, we'd become best friends. No dating, because dating is a sin. Also, she's a monkey, and I don't like that. Implementing a dialogue option with a million different outcomes would be a lot of work, and I could understand that never really being added to New Horizons or future Animal Crossing games, but they could do something similar to Persona 5, for example. The dialogue option in Persona 5 is pretty damn linear. Usually when you get the option to say different things, it doesn't really change much except the dialogue right after your choice. But what could be borrowed by Persona 5 is this feature where if you choose the right option, you get these notes ranging from 1 to 3. If you reply rudely, you get no notes, but if you choose the option the other person likes the most, you get 1 to 3 notes. 1 note if you say something polite, 2 notes if it's kind, and 3 when you say something that means a lot to the other person. And maybe depending on the level of friendship you're at with the villager, you get different dialogue and unlock more features, like you get to go shopping with your friend and you get to pick an outfit for them, or you get invited to do things with a group of villagers maybe. Adding this system to the bargain mechanic would make it a lot more fun and interesting to get visited by villagers, because as of now, it's just not fun, because no matter how cool a villager is, they just stand there and you can't do anything except listen to them talk. I do really love Animal Crossing though. The charm of the game, and especially just how fucking lovable the villagers are, just make the game one of the most comforting games I've ever played. While making this video, I was playing Animal Crossing to get footage, and whenever I was talking to villagers, it was just so cute and wholesome. It kind of made me feel like an asshole for criticizing the game, but I do still think the friend visiting mechanic is probably the only issue I have with the game. When I found out that Nana became my friend, I was excited. But once I figured out what it entailed, all I was left with was disappointment. And anger. Get out of my house, Nana!